Hello and welcome. My name is Aram Yako. In this tutorial, I will show you how you can serialize an XML, but you do not have to save it to a file, as I showed you in my previous tutorial, uh, C# XML serialization made easy. Here, we serialized it to an XML file called people.xml. But in this tutorial, I will show you how you serialize without storing it to a file. So now we have a class called person, and this person contains fname, lname, and age. And we also have a method here, getAllPersons, which returns all the person in our list. So we will be receiving a list with two different person objects, which I already pre-coded here. So now we're gonna serialize this person list in our class called XML handler. And what you can do to serialize it is create a method, serialize XML, receive an argument of list person, and call it, yeah, persons if you want. And then you just XML serialize it to type of list person, because that's the list we want to serialize it to. And the difference between my previous tutorial is that we're gonna use a textWriter now. A textWriter, for example, if we check here xs.serialize, we can check one of the argument this serialize method can take is a stream. That is when you want to create an XML file. We can also receive an XML writer, and we can also receive a text writer. So we create a text writer here called text writer is equal to new string writer. And the reason we write a new string writer and not a new text writer is because if we go to the string writer here, we can see that the string writer is inheriting from the text writer. And the text writer is an abstract class, which means you cannot declare it with a new word. So if I try to create a new instance of textWriter, we will have an error because we cannot create another instance of an abstract class. So we do a string writer instead. And here we say XML serializer, serialize persons to textWriter, and then return the textWriter as a string, which is the return type of this method. So let's check if this code works, and then I will show you how you can improve this code as well. So let's go here. Let's create another instance of XML handler. Give me new XML handler. And then we do XML handler.serialize XML, and then we send the person list, and then we will receive an XML string. Let's create a string. XML string is equal to this method. So let's check the result. So now we're sending an object of a list, and it's returning a XML in string format for us. So we do not need to save the XML to a file to create an XML serializer, as I showed you in my previous tutorial. We can also improve this code by creating it as a generic. So we can create a T here. So this argument here will be type of T, generic, we call it generic object, and then we take this T and type of list person. We do not need to hard code it to list of person. We can say type of T, and then we take the generic object and put it as an argument in the xSerializer, and then it's done. So this code is now dynamic for all types. We do not only need to use this method when we want to serialize a list of person. We can serialize whatever kind of object we want. All we have to do in this part is to just tell it that the T means a list of person. So now we have told that we're gonna use this method called serialize XML, and it's a list of person. So this code will know that T is a list of person. So the argument here is a T. So that is a list of person. Also, the type of T is a list of person. So now this method is dynamically, we can use this method dynamically for all kind of objects. So let's see if it still works. I'm gonna put a debugger here. We send a list of object person. We create a serializer. We create a textWriter, and we serialize our object and return a string. So it still works. Alright, thank you for watching. See you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.